For a nanny should be in again.
Oh, where'd they put us this week? In between the used cars or skip hire and rubbish removal?
No. Oh, no. They've put us in the articles for sale. We're sandwiched between a half set of golf clubs and a knitting machine.
A knitting machine? I've told you so. You're wasting your time with the local press. You've no idea what kind of loony you're going to get.
Well, I tell you, if King Herod turns up, I promise I won't let him in.
Huh. Ah, this is more like it. The Georgina Sinclair Agency.
Oh, Alec, I want someone young and lively. Not some old biddy in a starched uniform and sensible shoes.
Listen, if we want our wee ones to grow up well-balanced and well-adjusted, then what we need is an old-fashioned nanny. The royal family have been using them for years. Yeah, well, maybe that's not a good example.
You're not going to be happy till Mary Poppins comes flying through the window, are you? Blimey, that was quick.
Early, Simone?
Yes, well, you know what they say, the early bird catches the worm.
I don't know why you can't give your kids cornflakes like everyone else.
Where's Claire?
Asleep, thank God.
I was just wondering if she'd like some of Esther's old toys.
What kind of toys does a vicar's daughter play with? Prayer bears?
No, the action nun.
My little parson.
You want them or not?
Yes, please, thank you.
Now, you're both still coming on Sunday, aren't you?
Of course we are.
Good, because Matthew's really looking forward to his party. Flumble and Tumble are coming.
It's amazing the names that parents give their children these days.
The children's entertainers, Daddy.
I guessed. Now, if you'll excuse me, a man has to do what a man has to do.
Yes, and when you've done that, you might as well
go to work.
Goodbye.
A spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down.
Yeah, well, pack that in for a start off.
What's all that about?
You're still having problems trying to find someone to look after Fleur.
Well, dare I say, the solution to your problem could be staring you straight in the face.
Don't know what you mean, Simone. You?
Yes, but don't look so surprised. I'd love to. I think it's a marvellous idea, don't you?
No, I don't.
No, why not?
Oh, Simone, this is ever so difficult to explain.
All right then. You gear the handle a wee turn to the left, sugar it about a bit, hook it out and get a good yank to the right. Still no working. Right, we do the same thing again, except this time when you hook it and yank it, you shout, "Go on, you great lux!" Father's having trouble with the generator again. He's a hornless wonder. It's working. Oh, grand, aye. No problem, eh? Cheerio then. Cheery. Oh, hold on. Before you go, I want you to say bye-bye to Morag, Mary, Hattie and Jessie for me. Right? Cheerio.
The colicky clan off somewhere, then?
That's not my family, Vera. That's the beasts. Father's taking them to the slaughterhouse in the morning.
Right. Why have you got all the lights on?
Oh, well, it's dark when I come in.
Dark? What time did you get here?
About 6:30.
6?
Aye, well, I had a wee bit of lying, like.
Why is the window wide open?
Just a wee bit of fresh air, Vera. Can't to blow all the cobwebs away.
Blow them away, yes, not freeze them solid.
Morning, all.
Morning, Jamie.
Morning, Jim. How's your juices?
Okay, Andrew, is he grand? Why is it colder in this office than it is outside on the street?
Well, you can thank our Scot of the Antarctic for that.
You're bright and early this morning, Jim.
Well, early, anyway.
Portia's away for a few days, so there's not a lot for me to stay home for. Run out of bread, all the milk's gone off, and I haven't had a pair of matching socks for 3 days. I miss her.
Very much the new man, aren't you?
Yeah. So, Rosie, tell me, how are you finding life with us townies, then?
I will. A big city life takes a bit of getting used to, Ken.
Yeah, actually, a friend of mine found moving to the countryside quite difficult. He bought a chicken farm in Lincolnshire, but unfortunately all of them died.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, apparently been planting them too close together.
Shall we get on with some work?
Cool. It's amazing how a shirt 3 days old takes on a whole life of its own, isn't it?
What's he like? He's fair sophisticated, isn't he?
Jamie? Oh, yes. You don't find him using the wrong fork to eat his soup? It's like the White Heather Club.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Calendar.
And how's our new recruit getting on?
Aye, grand, thanks, Alec. Vera's been showing me the ropes.
She was here at 6:30 this morning.
6:30? You don't have to work farm hours here, you know, Rosie. Even though we do deal with a lot of bull. Oh, thank you. And, Vera, I've just bumped into old McClurston on his Zimmer frame. He's not looking at all well, so make sure that will's typed out.
Right, I'll do it this morning.
Didn't bother, Vera. I've done it already.
What?
I've finished all my work, so I just thought I'd make a wee start on some of yours. Here we are.
That's kind of her, isn't it, Vera?
Yes.
You didn't mind, have you, Vera?
Mind? Why should I mind?
Oh, Alec, before it slips my mind, your wife phoned. She's left a message here. I can't make head nor tail it, like. He says, ha, the advert worked. We've had 3 inquiries already. Be home at 1 for the interviews and stuff Julie Andrews. You understand that?
Aye, I do. Morning, Perry.
Morning, Dad.
Jamie,
I've got some good news and some bad news.
I'll take the bad news first.
Mr. Blaine the Pain called last night. He's coming in today.
Oh, no, that's all we need today. He's the idiot guide to British law. What's the good news, then?
He's your client, not mine.
I suppose it's too late to have you adopted, isn't it?
Oh, come on, Dad. Just be professional and think about all those billable hours.
What time's you coming in?
Lunchtime, hard luck.
Lunchtime? What about Zoe in the interviews?
Aye.
Would you like me to call Mr. Blaine and reschedule?
Yes, if you would, Vera, yes. Oh, no, don't. Leave it as it is. I think we'll find someone to deal with him, huh?
Oh, they're lovely, Bernard. Oh, you shouldn't spend all your money on me.
Lovely flowers for a lovely lady, Dot.
So I'll carry on serving your customers then, shall I, Mum?
And what about tomorrow then, Dot? Shall I come around about the same time?
Oh, I'll leave that up to you, Bernard.
Don't worry about me. I can manage. £1.20.
Because you know, Dot, there is no place I would rather be than here with you.
Oh, get away with you.
So, I'll work through my lunch hour, shall I?
Oh, well, I'd best be on my way then.
Right you are, Bernard. Oh, don't forget your fruit and veg.
Oh, silly me. What would I do without you, eh?
About time too.
You got something on your mind? God, I'm parched. Watch the shop, will ya?
No, Debs.
Hello, Zoe. Hi, sweetheart.
Oh, what's up? You look like you've been sucking a lemon.
It's Mum. She's driving me up the flaming wall.
Now what?
She's got an admirer. What? Some bloke keeps buying her fruit and flowers and that.
You're joking. Mum, what's all this about?
Well,
Nothing. No, Bobby?
Marvellous, isn't it? I can't find a bloke to save me life, and she's got bloody 2.
is it my fault if men find me irresistible? I stop feeling sorry for yourself and go and make the tea. You got time for a cup, though?
What have you?
Finished! Rosie, you don't need to shout finished every time you complete a piece of work.
Sorry, Vera.
And when we're in the office, I'd rather you call me Mrs. Tipple.
Aye. Okie doke, Mrs. T. You're gonna have to bear with me, like, because it's gonna take me a wee while to get used to all your city ways.
Rosie, this is Pinner.
Aye, I know. And isn't it wonderful?
Right. I'm off for these interviews. Now, when Lord Chief Justice Know-It-All arrives, shunt him into Jamie's office, all right?
Mr. Blaine.
Exactly.
Morning, Mrs. Tipple. Morning, Mr. Calendar. All ready for me?
Well, there's a wee bit of a problem, Mr. Blaine.
You're telling me, Mr. Calendar. Let's get to it, shall we? Come on through.
Tell Jamie I want to see him in my office now.
He's on the phone now, Alec.
Well, as soon as he's finished, then.
And it's Mr. Calendar.
So, who are we suing today, Mr. Blaine? Perrier, for not putting enough bubbles in the water?
Now, a neighbour of mine has a very large schnauzer.
Well, nature has a way of compensating for these things.
Breed of dog, Mr. Calendar, and every day this chap walks it past my house.
Well, would you just hang on a moment, Mr. Blaine? Jamie!
And every day this dog leaves a little message in my front garden.
A message?
Yes, I'm talking dog's mess, Mr. Calendar.
Well, there's nothing new in that, Mr. Blaine.
Well, I'm at my wit's end. I mean, I've tried putting up a sign, but it makes no difference.
Well, perhaps you're putting it up too high for the dog to read.
This is not funny, Mr. Calendar.
No, I'm sorry. Jamie!
I want you to sue him.
What, the dog?
The owner, Mr. Calendar.
Well, that may be a wee bit difficult, Mr. Blaine, without any evidence.
Oh, I've collected all the evidence I need. Here, that's for you.
I don't know what to say.
No, there's no need to thank me.
I wasn't about to.
No, you'll be needing that.
You wanted to see me, Dad?
Oh, Jamie, yes. You remember Mr. Blaine, don't you?
Okay.
Well, he's got a wee problem. And I think you're just the person to clear it up.
Oh, you're not staying?
Oh, regrettably, no.
Oh.
Another business appointment, I'm afraid.
What is this?
It's a surprise. No. Wait until I've gone, eh?
Salmon and cucumber.
Yes, right. I assumed we'd be working through lunch.
Remember all those billable hours. He's my partner. Very good. Don't worry. Sit.
Now, this is very interesting. 1927. Now, this is Rex versus Newall. You see, Rex was... it's a fascinating case.
Do you have any trouble finding us?
No, not really.
Did you have far to come?
No, not really.
So, have you had much experience?
I think my husband means looking after children.
Oh.
This is Fleur. She's nearly 18 months old.
Oh, she's lovely.
She usually has to sleep for a couple of hours every afternoon.
Does she, right?
Do you have any references?
Well, no, not really.
Well, have you had any experience looking after children?
My brother,
How old is the little chap?
23.
Is that to your liking?
Yeah, you'll do fine.
I'll try and give her lunch about 12:30ish.
Why not?
She's as good as gold. Loves the ducks in the park, you know.
Yes, they're lovely at that age.
So, any questions you'd like to ask us?
No, not really.
Yeah. Has your kid ever been on the back of a motorbike?
Yes. Why do you keep telling me about your daughter?
I beg your pardon?
Well, I've only come round to look at your knitting machine.
Oh, Simone. Simone?
Daddy?
I said hello. And how's our wee teeny vicar today, eh?
Is there something you want?
No, not really. Well, what's the matter? Aren't all things bright and beautiful today?
No, Daddy, they are not.
Well, what's happened?
I suggest you ask your wife.
Eh?
She seems to think I'm not fit to look after your daughter.
What?
She didn't say so in so many words, but she made her feelings quite clear. All I did was offer my services and she just jumped down my throat.
You mean you offered to look after Fleur?
Yes, I did. But clearly I'm not considered competent enough. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have things to do.
I never said she was incompetent. I just said I didn't want her looking after Fleur, that's
But
all.
why not?
Oh, Alec, I like Simone, but she's so... Well, Simone.
What's that supposed to mean?
She's all stiff and repressed.
Oh, rubbish. Simone is quite capable of letting her hair down.
Alec, I don't want Fleur turning out like Simone.
But she won't. Simone's not like me.
Oh, I don't know, you're not capable of letting your hair down either.
You are making a big mistake. Simone is both dependable and reliable.
Yeah, and so's a Volkswagen.
Well, she's a damn sight better than those three we've just interviewed.
I know, Well, but there'll be others.
Look, if we've got to have a stranger in the house, let's have a qualified professional stranger, OK?
What, you mean from your starchy and starchy agency?
Aye. I'll make an appointment.
Finished! Sorry, Vera. Tipple. Well, we get here in your wee pile, eh? Anything I can be helping you with?
Rosie, now put that down.
It's all right, Mrs. T, I don't mind.
Rosie, from now on, this is not simply my desk. It is a total exclusion zone. Understand?
Fair enough. Suit yourself.
Has Blaine the pain left, or shall I walk round the block again?
It's all right, he's gone.
Thank heavens for that. Where's Jamie?
He's in your office, Alec.
You haven't got anything sharper than this paper knife, have you? I don't think I can get it through my wrist.
Did you have a good meeting?
Don't you ever, ever do that to me again.
Did you save me a sandwich?
Dad, it took me nearly an hour to convince him that in the case of Rex versus Newell, Rex wasn't a dog. What's that? A bit old for a nanny, aren't you?
Very funny.
Now, if it was down to me, I'd go for a Swedish au pair.
What, for Fleur?
Who said anything about Fleur? Where's that paper knife?
Oh, I'm glad you're here, Simone.
You are?
I owe you an apology.
No, it wasn't your fault. That's why I've come. I shouldn't have snapped at you.
No, it's just that Zoe... Well, she has her own way of doing things.
Yes,
you know?
well, there won't be any grudges on my part, I can assure you.
Oh, good.
Now, you're still invited on Sunday, 3 o'clock sharp.
Looking forward to it.
Well, can I come? I love jelly and ice cream.
All right, I'll get another high chair.
They're having crumble and tumble.
I'd rather have jelly and ice cream.
Actually, Daddy, they're not coming. They were double booked.
Oh, no.
Yes, but don't worry. No, Mr. Huffy Puffy's managed to squeeze me in with his magic balloons. He cost £20 more, but I think it's worth it.
£20 more? Well, that's inflation for you. Can I have it back, please?
Oh, the Georgina Sinclair Agency. They're very good.
I don't know. Miss October looks a bit grim.
Thank you.
I think you'll be impressed with them. If you're not going to have me looking after Fleur, they're your best bet.
I knew it.
That shirt looks rough. Try plugging the iron in. Yes, I hear they're very warm and caring.
Mm-hmm.
I'm frightened, Alec.
Oh, don't be ridiculous, Zoe.
Well, look at this place. Looks like Castle Grayskull.
They've got a very good reputation. We were lucky to get an appointment at such short notice.
Adam's family cancelled, I suppose.
Good morning. Sorry to have kept you.
Oh, that's quite all right, Mrs. Sinclair.
Miss.
Sorry?
Miss.
Oh, of course.
Right, now, question time, I think.
Yes, there are quite a lot of things we want to know.
No, Mr. Calendar, I ask the questions. I have a duty to ensure that my girls go to the right sort of homes.
Oh, absolutely. Quite understand.
Now, Mrs. Calendar, I notice that you're very much younger than your husband.
Yes, always have been.
Have you always been interested in young girls, Mr. Calendar?
Well, no. Well, I mean, yes. I mean,
There's nothing wrong with my husband, Miss Sinclair. I mean, he hasn't cut the buttons off his raincoat yet, if that's what you're worried about.
I have to protect my young girls, Mrs. Calendar. Improper advances do happen, you know. I myself have been a victim of sexual harassment.
You're joking. It must have been awful.
Yes. I take it you've had a look through our brochure.
Oh, yes, we have.
These are our current terms. All our young ladies are fully qualified and are adept at applying the Georgina Sinclair credo. Cleanliness, discipline and routine.
Well, our daughter's only 1 year old, Miss Sinclair.
Never too early for a child to learn discipline, Mrs. Calendar.
Oh, but...
What my wife meant was that our daughter needs love and play, not route marches and cold showers.
You need have no worry on that score, Mr. Calendar. I'm sure your wife will soon realise the value of a Georgina Sinclair nanny.
I'm not kidding. Have you seen these prices, Alec?
Oh, please, Zoe. Money's not an issue where our daughter's concerned. I'm tempted to ask how many people do we get for this money, Miss Sinclair?
Just the one, of course.
Well, we only wanted to pop in day to day. We don't want to keep her.
I'm sure you'll find it money well spent, Mrs. Callender. As services go, a Georgina Sinclair nanny is a very good buy indeed.
Yes. And a very good bye to you too, Miss Sinclair. Come on, Zoe.
That was just for a week.
They got any vacancies?
Well, not for you, Debs. Judging by the brochure, Miss Sinclair's girls don't start till they're 50. One of them looked just like Groucho Marx.
So what are you going to do about Fleur then?
Oh, I don't know, Debs.
Tom Cruise is here. Mum's admirer.
Hello, Bernard.
Oh, Deborah, is your mother on the premises?
At the back. Dozen roses.
Oh, please.
Hello, I'm Zoe, Dot's other daughter.
Oh, how do you do?
My flowers again, are you?
Oh, just a little token of my affection.
By rights, it should be a wreath.
Hey, who for?
For you. Because when my dad finds out, he's bound to come looking for you.
But your mum told me she was a widow.
Oh, no. Very much alive and kicking, my dad.
And got a very nasty temper.
Violent, too.
Hello, Bernard. It's fast asleep out the back. Are they for me?
Oh, yeah.
What about your fruit and veg?
Oh, some other time maybe. Yes. Bye.
Shall I put those in water for you, Mum?
You frightened him off, didn't you?
Well, it wasn't right, Mum.
Fancy leading him on like that.
He was spending 25 quid a week with you and 40 quid a week with me. Ain't you two heard of marketing?
But to tell him Dad was dead.
It was your dad's idea.
Sorry, Mum.
Oh, well, couldn't go on forever. Or do you want your daughter just going to stay in there knackering my business? So, how did the agency go?
Terrifying.
I don't know why you're wasting your time with this, so. You can't beat family for a bit of love and care. Fleur's had a lovely time here. I'll look after her.
You haven't got time, Mum.
Oh, the way you're getting rid of my customers, I'll have all the time in the world. Besides, what better influence on a little one than her grandma? Oi! Get your thieving mitts off that! You sod!
Oh, that's amazing, Rosie. But tell me, how did you get my white so white?
It was easy, Jim. All I took was a bar of carbolic soap, a smooth rock, and a fast-flowing river.
Really?
Didn't be such a pudding. Took it down in the laundry.
All right.
What's going on here?
Hey, didn't get your soul in a flat, Mrs. T. She's been doing a few wee bits and bobs for Jim while his lady's away.
Oh, that's not fair, Jamie. You can't take advantage of Rosie like that.
Oh, how do you want me to take advantage of her?
Rosie, this is a solicitor's office. It's not a Chinese laundry.
Sorry, Mrs. T. I promise I'll keep my hands off his pants in future.
Shame.
Right. I'm away in the know. The weekend starts here, Vera.
Fine. Are you doing anything nice?
No, quite the reverse. I've got to interview more nannies tomorrow and Sunday, and then I'm off to Simone's for tea. Frankly, it couldn't be worse.
Mr. Callender.
I was wrong.
Thank goodness you're here. I'm afraid there's been a nasty development with this dog business. I'm afraid I've taken it into my own hands. Schnauzer paid another visit last night. Well, I was furious, so this morning I took a shovel and I dumped it on the owner's doorstep. Unfortunately, I got the wrong house.
How embarrassing.
The chap that lives there's threatening to take me and my dog to court.
You have a problem.
Yes, I have. I haven't got a dog.
Thank you so much. I don't believe that.
That's 16 now, and I wouldn't want to be left alone with any of them.
I feel safer leaving Fleur with a Rottweiler.
I told you Simone's off the short
Oh,
list.
Zoe.
Nick, even you get fed up after 10 minutes. Imagine spending a whole day with her.
All right, you've made your point. Now, come on, let's get a move on. We've got that party to go to.
Oh, Alec, I don't feel like going to one of her parties. She'll be there saying, one finger, one thumb, stand up, sit down, shut up, don't move.
Look, she's got Mr. Huffy Puffy coming with his magic balloons. So get your coat on before Mr. Huffy runs out of puffy. Tell her to hurry up.
Should we put your party dress on?
Our wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round.
Well, it sounds as if someone's having a good time.
All day long, the wipers on the bus go swish, swish, swish.
Is that who I think it is?
Well, either that or Mr. Huffy Puffy's a dead ringer for Simone.
So, do you not maybe think we're being a wee bit selfish here? I mean, it's not us that has to spend the day with her, is it? It's Fleur.
Well, I must admit, the kids do seem to like her. Do you think she's drugged them?
God, those kids are a handful. Hey, hope you're feeling fit. I told one of them my dad can beat up his dad.
What's going on, Jamie?
What? Oh, Simone, well, Mr. Huffy Puffy broke down on the motorway.
Oh, I suspect he had a puncture.
Anyway, Simone stepped in. She's been brilliant.
Yeah?
Don't tell her I said so.
You can have this, darling.
She might kiss me.
Oh, we were wondering when you were going to turn up. Hello, Poppet. Would you like to come and have some juice? And a fairy cake?
Yes, please.
Look, Simone, I owe you an apology. I was thoughtless.
Yes.
And insensitive.
Yes? Overcritical?
Yes, overcritical.
Callous.
Yes, all right, thank you. Look, all I'm trying to say, Simone, is I'm sorry.
Don't give it another thought.
And I wondered, I'd understand if you said no, but is your offer to look after Fleur still open?
Oh, yes, of course. Oh, what fun. Oh, won't we have fun, Fleur? Would you like to come with me? Come and see what's going on in the party. Would you like to come to the bar?
Painting and we'll do play and look here, who's at this party? There's our birthday.
Well, I think we found our nanny at last, don't you?
For goodness sake, you're trailing mud into the house. Take your shoes off at once.
She's still a pain in the bum, though.